Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with the C. Back at you with another reaction for Stranger Things Season 2, Episode 7, The Lost Sister. So, let me just briefly recap Episode 6. Only thing I can really say is shook. I am shook after Episode 6, The Spy. By far the best episode this season. Man, like so much happened. You had Will in the laboratory, and after he had that seizure in episode 5, after they recovered Hopper, and essentially Will was reacting to the burns and the fire that the lab people were doing to the squid monster, the darkness, whatever you want to call it. So Will has such a deep connection. He calls it with him. Which is, I guess, like the mothership or the fathership or whatever, the head alien in charge. I don't know what you call it, but Will has like a connection with it. So like whenever the laboratory and whenever the scientists do something to it, it affects his body. Even though externally, like when they were checking him, they couldn't find anything to indicate why he's feeling like the way that he is, but they know that there's a connection between Will and the monster. And what's happening to Will is that it's like not just his body, but his mind is almost being taken over by the monster too, where they're able to track that. Will is starting to lose his memories of certain people, and the monster is like starting to take control of Will, because you had that really crazy climax at the end of the episode where Will tells the laboratory people that, oh, well, I know how to kill it. I think I know how to kill it. And he's like, there's this area here, in the tunnels that, the monster doesn't want me to see. So I think there's something there. And then when the laboratory scientists go there, probably about 10 of them, it looked like, they went down into the tunnels of the upside down to see what that area was. And then Hopper's looking, he was like, I was actually there. That's like a graveyard. And when all of the scientists get there, you see Will, and he's like, I'm sorry. He's telling his mom that, his mom Joyce, and he was like, he made me do it. So this is essentially, Will told them that, oh, well, there's something in this area that you can kill the monster that he doesn't want me to see, but the monster told Will to tell them that so the monster could kill all the laboratory science people, and essentially like all the little demogorgons could kill the scientists and then come up from the tunnels to like the actual like ground level to the town. So now all of these monsters are coming up from like, the bottom, the tunnels and the upside down. They're coming from the upside down to like, this dimension essentially. And they're going to kill everybody in the lab essentially. That's what it looked like to me. Everybody in the lab going to die. And, Will was telling his mom, he was like, you should go now. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so shook. Like my heart wasn't right. And then Steve and Dustin were working together to try to trap Dart, Dustin's little pet that, now is now chomping on people. So, so it was Dustin, Steve, Max came along as well as Lucas. They all came along and worked together to try to trap Dart. But then it wasn't just Dart. It was like, I think 2 other of the little Demogorgons were there too. And I thought Steve was about to bite the bullet, and I was gonna be so upset if Steve got. I was gonna be so upset because y'all know I love Steve. So, but Steve did not get got, and all is well. And really, Steve didn't get got because the Demogorgons, were all went to the tunnels to kill the laboratory people. So it's unfortunate about the laboratory people, RIP. But I've been really upset about Steve. And then you find that the laboratory people, they real shady anyway, because the head scientist, it seems like he's got somewhat more of a heart than the other ones do. And I guess he's the one who's in charge. But they were like, oh, the boy's going to die anyway. We need to keep burning the monster to, keep it at bay. So they weren't, they're just going to kill Will essentially. But then you had the little side storyline with Nancy and Jonathan, and they got together finally, whatever. So I don't really care. You know, when they come along to the main storyline, that's when I'll care again. But right now, I don't really care. So, so that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully, everything works out with this recording. I don't know. I might try to watch the rest of the season like tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Still trying to figure out how to get the editing right for episode 3, 4, and 5, because now episode 6 is here on my LGV 10, and that's where episode 7 will be. So this whole splitting between devices is not what's up, but we'll work it out. So anyway, you guys, without further ado, that was my recap. Episode 6 was awesome. Let's see what episode 7 has for us, and it is called The Lost Sister. So I assume we're going to introduce number 8 into the mix this episode. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'll see you on the other side. Bye. That's so sad what happened to this woman.
Rainbow. 3 to the right. 4 to the left. Green. 450. Sunflower. Rainbow. Florence.
Yeah, Becky, like, we can't be calling the cops.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Oh, that's cool. I actually just noticed it. It said News 8, like number 8. I'm so slow. I was like, oh my God, what's on the news? Foreshadowing. Oh my gosh. The Lost Sister. Ooh, Ellen's in the city, honey.
Watch it, kid.
Mouth breather.
Mouth breather.
Poof, you just show up like magic with that picture?
I stay calm. She's just a kid.
A kid who could get us all killed. I have to ask you again, Shirley. You're gonna start losing things, starting with those pretty little locks of yours, yeah?
Come on, Axe. Put down the knife.
How did you find her?
I saw her.
That's not an answer. Just...
Terrible dancer, Axel.
I told you, stay out of my head.
So we're threatening little girls now, are we?
She knows about you.
She had this. Where did you get this? Mama. Your mother gave this to you? In her dream circle.
Dream
Man, shut
circle.
up.
I think she's a schizo or something.
Says she's looking for her sister.
Yeah, like I said, schizo. Jeez.
I saw you. In the rainbow room.
Yeah, go sit down. Let the grown-ups talk.
What is your name? Jane. Sister. Sister.
That's kind of weird. Do they not have any memories of each other, really? I mean...
Are you real? Yes, I'm real.
At least she got somebody. She done lost Mike.
It's me. I know that I've been gone too long, and I just want you to know that it's not because of you, and it's not because of our fight. Something came up, and I'll explain everything soon. I just, I want you to know that I'm not mad at you. I'm just sorry.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay. It's only
Oh,
me.
gosh, don't do that.
That bad? What time is it? They're criminals. We simply make them pay
You
for
killed them?
Boom.
Damn, Shirley, what's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Can't all be fighters, I guess. I'm a fighter.
You don't kill people, though, Elle.
I've killed.
Well, no, not like that.
And these men you killed.
Listen, Elle, we got demogorgons and joint squid monsters out here. Why don't you save your energy for the motherlode, where it counts?
I can't. Last night you told me you lifted a van once. Yes. The bad men were trying to take your way again, and that made you angry. Good. So find that anger. Focus on that, not the train, not its weight. I want you to find something from your life. Something that angers you.
And the mic's gone.
Now channel it. Dig deeper. Your whole life you've been lied to. Do I have a mother?
She's not around.
Yeah, I don't know why Hop lied to her, told her that.
Imprisoned.
Hey, don't walk away from me! Hold the hell up!
The bad men took away your home. Your mother. They took everything from you. They stole your life,
Oh,
Jane.
gosh.
I want you to find the
Go back to Hopper. He did lie. He did lie. He was wrong for it. But, I mean, Hopper cares about you. He ain't trying to exploit you. Why does black dude got the one long braid? For no reason.
Wait.
Listen to him.
I can help. I can help you find him.
Find who?
Find who?
Brenner! I can take you to him.
Papa is gone.
No, he is alive.
What?
Do not.
Are you serious? That dude's alive?
Trust me. I'll take you to him.
If he's alive, Jane will find him.
Back in the place you left. You need to go back there. Well, he got the one gun in a dream. That is a cool power. She's still smoking a cigarette.
Something, Paul. Do something.
They're like, what the crap? Ah!
Jane, get in.
No.
Stay in graveyard.
No, go back. They need you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I have to go back. My friends are in danger.
This isn't time for a talk. We gotta go right now.
We'll go.
Your mother sent you here for a reason, remember? We belong together.
Well,
There's nothing for you back there. They cannot save you.
she can save them.
No. But I can save
Exactly. And so can you. Why don't you come back? Running with The Rugrats. I mean, yeah, the whole town gonna be gone by the time they'll get back. Dog.
I'm going to my friends.
That's right.
I'm going home.
That's right, Elle. We're going home. What's left of it anyway. All right. Oh, what an interesting episode. Okay. So, guys, that was my reaction for episode 7, The Lost Sister. I got mixed feelings about this episode here. But in this episode, it pretty much focuses on Elle's journey to find her sister, Callie, who we saw in episode 1. And so Elle does locate her, and you see that she leaves from where her mom and her aunt are, which is just very sad that Elle is just really having to run and go from place to place. Like, really, there's not really been a place where she's fit because she's always on the run. So that's just really kind of sad. So she has to leave her mom and her aunt, and she goes to find this girl, Callie, who also was with her in the lab. And then you meet Callie. Callie is with, you know, a bunch of other people that they say that Callie saved them. And so, you know, Callie readily embraces Elle, which was kind of suspect to me from the start. But it's like Callie, I guess, I don't know if Callie has any memory of Elle. I think she did. She said that she did, but Elle didn't really have many memories of Callie. And so, like, Callie remembers Elle, and she remembers a lot of the stuff that happened to her back at the lab, and you can see that she's, you know, really has a hatred for the people at the lab and what they did to her, and then even what they did to Elle. And so Callie says that she escaped from the lab and ran far away and, you know, found these group of people who, you know, essentially became her family. And so Elle is hanging with them. She's, you know, trying to learn how to control her powers a little bit better. And, you know, Callie wants them to go and seek revenge on the people who hurt them. And Elle just, you know, can't go through with it as far as, like, they, you know, locate the one guy who gave electroshock therapy, or it wasn't really therapy, but, like, you know, they did electroshock or whatever to Elle's mom. And so they locate that guy, and that guy drops a bombshell that Brenner is not dead. And I was seeing, like, online or whatever, people were like, when I look at my little TV news or whatever, they're like, spoiler, somebody's not dead. And maybe, I guess that's who they were talking about, that guy Brenner. And I know when I was watching reactions last season, people were like, well, is Brenner really dead? Because it seemed like he just went out real quick. And I'm like, well, how in the world, like, they have to go back and show that. Because I'm like, well, how in the world did he survive the Demogorgon? Because Demogorgon, like, killed everybody. And so, and that's kind of my question, like, okay, we know this lady Terry is Elle's mom, but who is Elle's real dad? Like, is it this guy that she's known as Papa, you know, Brenner? Is that her real dad, or is it somebody else? So that's still kind of a mystery. But essentially, Elle, you know, reaches out to, like, Hopper and Mike, and, you know, toward the end of the episode, and she sees that they're in trouble, so she's like, well, I need to go back and help them. And Callie's trying to get Elle to come with her and, you know, go on this mission and find Brenner and, you know, avenge her mother and, you know, everything that the lab people have done to them. But, like, really, I mean, in all honesty, if you're trying to, like, really, I feel like their missions kind of collide, because, like, essentially, if Callie is saying, oh, your mother sent you to me for a reason, but if Callie came back with Elle, like, all the lab people are still there doing experiments. So if you really were wanting revenge, you would help to shut the lab down and to, like, kill this Demogorgon monsters that, like, they've released, you know, so it doesn't keep hurting people, because essentially the lab is still, like, their actions are still hurting, like, a lot of people. So really, you know, if you are trying to really, like, get revenge, so to speak, you would help to shut, you know, cut the head off the snake and shut the lab down, because all these other people are just essentially like, they're just like worker bees, essentially. Like they were just following orders that were given to them, just like this other guy. So they had no real power or authority to make these decisions that keeps this lab running, from what I can tell anyway. So maybe we'll see Callie again, maybe not. Sorry, I got cut off, you guys. But yeah, maybe we'll see Callie again, maybe not. Maybe she'll show up maybe in the next season, who knows? Or maybe we'll see some more people who are part of the Numbers program. I don't know what they call the program. But anyway, so I guess episode 8, which I think is called the Mind Flayer, I guess we're going to get back into the main storyline, because that joint left on a big cliffhanger as far as like the Demogorgons were coming up into the lab, like essentially to kill everybody. And, Elle is just like, coming to this understanding that, like Holly was saying, like, okay, well, your friends, they can't help you. And she was like, well, no, I can help them. And I was like, man, that's like really cool and insightful on Elle's part, because, essentially like, Callie is peddling this to her about, hey, we're the victims and we need to get revenge, for what happened to us. But, there are still people who are being hurt by the lab, like I was saying before, and really you can help them to, that's what Elle came to the understanding that she could do, is to help her friends, so they're not victims of what, the lab and those people are doing and what they've done. So hopefully Callie will come on board at some point and see it, that way as well, that, not necessarily they can't help you, well, they can't help you. She's like, well, no, they can't help me, but I can help them. So, hopefully Callie gets that type of insight as well. But we'll see. So again, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you comment below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. What do you think about Callie? Also, make sure you share this video with those who like reactions. And also, most importantly, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the red button below to subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell button right next to it so you're notified when I upload my very next reaction to Stranger Things Season 2. So I'm going to go ahead and watch episode 8, because I want to see what happened at the lab after the Demogorgons came up and they starting to try to kill everybody. I think we about to get real hype, so my heart ain't gonna be able to take it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video in the next reaction. Bye.